Hello, welcome. Do you know the greatest secret to outrageous abundance in life? Do you know what is one of the most important traits of the super wealthy and super abundant mindset? It is the habit of increasing one's karmic balance. And how do you increase the karmic balance? It is by giving more than you receive. The law of giving takes on various forms. We all know the most important universal law that the more you give, the more you shall receive. But the practice of this law takes on many shades. You can increase your karmic bank balance in many ways. Giving out more is one of the ways you can increase the karmic balance. The other way is to increase the karmic balance by receiving only to the extent that you need. This is also a very powerful way of increasing your karmic balance. And this aspect has so many other associated benefits too. So if you want to learn the secrets of activating your karmic balance and allow abundance in your life, keep watching this video till the end, as there are so many interesting aspects of this principle. So let us now look at the fifth yama of Ashtanga Yoga, aparigraha. But before we begin, let us pray to Lord Ganesha. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. I call upon the lineage of my gurus to bless me. My heartfelt gratitude to my guru for choosing me as a medium to express himself. Om Ram Nityanandaye Namaha. Om Ram Shri Shaligram Sharmaye Namaha. Om Ram Shri Kanaiyalal Sharmaye Namaha. The Sutra on Aparigraha says, Aparigraha sthairye janma kathanta sambodha. The practice of non-covetousness or non-possession, aparigraha, contains within it the knowledge concerning the goal of our earthly life. Parigraha means taking possession or holding things, while aparigraha is the negation of parigraha, which means not taking possession of things. Now, this context has many interpretations. Possession of anything in excess of one's need makes one susceptible to greed. It also increases attachment to material things. When someone no longer desires to have possession, he frees himself from the material world. This gives him a perspective of the purpose of his birth, both in this life and the past ones. He starts comprehending the law of karma and understands the lessons to be learned in this life. Maharishi Patanjali says that when aparigraha is established, one gets awareness of his past lives. So, one aspect of aparigraha is non-attachment. Attachment gives rise to a feeling of mindness, which strengthens our ego consciousness. Thus, in one sense, aparigraha is dispassion and desirelessness. It is also the absence of greed as well as jealousy, because greed gives rise to jealousy. Aparigraha teaches you not to create attachment with anybody, including your loved ones. This sense of non-attachment helps you to have a sense of belonging to everyone, but without becoming possessive or jealous or dependent on anyone. Aparigraha also means non-grasping, and it can be tough at times to convince our minds to let go out of our grasp. I remember when I admitted my daughter to the nursery play school, and they would provide lots of toys for the tiny children to play. But the moment the school bell rang and the school got over, and when the parents would line up to pick their children, my daughter would just leave all her toys and run towards me with open arms. At that moment, she would forget all her toys and just come running and flinging in her arms in my embrace. But now, when she is in college, she just cannot let go of our mobile phone and our social media friends. Our lives are no different. We are also holding on to so many things in our life without contemplating, even for a little while, about the giver of these things. Aparigraha reminds us to live our lives to the fullest, yet we should always be eager to drop everything and run into the waiting arms of the divine. How many of us keep hoarding things at home which we may never ever use in life again? Our tendency to cling to our possessions does not let us unclutter our homes. And since I am a Vastu consultant also, the first thing I advise people who are experiencing problems in certain areas of their lives is to remove all the junk lying in their houses. The junk and clutter invite negative energy in the house. The same is true with our thoughts, with our emotions and memories. Clinging to our old memories and deep buried emotions creates a lot of negative energy and turbulence in our minds. If you do not breathe out, how will you take the next fresh breath in? If we hold the breath for long inside us, it will choke us. Same is with all the things in life. They all nourish us till the time we don't get attached to them. Just like the breath gives us nourishment, so does every new moment in life. The more we remain attached to our old beliefs, to our memories, to our fears, to our anger and our guilt, they keep disturbing our minds with expectations, with opinions, with criticisms, with disappointments. And it happens because we forget to trust life. We forget to exhale and let go. All of you must have heard how they catch monkeys in the wild. They keep a bowl full of nuts, which has got a narrow neck. The monkey can slide his hand inside and grab a handful of nuts. But when he tries to pull out his hand, it gets stuck because he cannot pull out with his fist closed. Our state is no different from a monkey. We are all caught up in our own attachments. And when we do not want to let it go, and we prefer to remain prisoners to our attachments rather than being free, Aparigraha invites us to witness the play of every moment in our lives with detachment. It allows us to experience full intimacy and contact with the moment, and then to let go also, so the next moment can come on. This is how we allow our own evolution into a better version of ourselves every day and become more of us, more of who we are capable of becoming. What we hold begins to hold us. Subtle attachments come in the form of our images and beliefs about ourselves, about how life should be, about how others should be. These images keep us in bondage, and they keep us in bondage to our own learning and growth. While The clutter in our physical space blocks our ability to move physically. The clutter in our minds blocks our freedom to expand and have space for next thing that life wants to bring to us. Non-attachment does not mean that we should not enjoy the pleasures and joy of life. In fact, non-attachment frees us up to be immersed in the joy of life, in appreciation of life, and of appreciation of one another. Aparigraha is asking us to let go of the attachment to the things, not the enjoyment of the thing itself. Letting go of the ownership opens up to the full engagement with the present moment. The lesser the baggage we carry with us, the more we are free to enjoy every moment of our life. The more we generously share and give out, the more expensive and light we become. This will keep our greed in check and keep us open to what new unfolds in our life. Aparigraha also reminds us of the impermanence of this world. Everything changes. Nothing stays the same. If we can just witness our breath and each inhalation and exhalation, we can acknowledge the transience of all things. If you like this video, subscribe and press on the bell icon and share with the people whom you love the most. Thank you.